Regret. From wishing you didn't break your mom's favorite vase to wishing you appreciated a loved one more before they passed away. We all share this feeling of sadness, repentance, disappointment. The suffering is a part of growing up, it's a part of life. It might seem obvious to try to avoid the sensation, yet I often find myself or other people clearly practicing actions that lead to a regretful life. Is it because they believe they don't deserve any happiness or love? Or is it simply a sign of ignorance from the truth? Who knows, and ultimately, who cares? If this is you, and you want to be lying on your deathbed, wishing things were different, then here's how to live a regretful life. Don't use your own judgment. Live your entire life trying to please others. Make pleasing others your primary objective, and neglect your own aspirations and inner fulfillment. Constantly seek approval from other people. Fear embarrassment instead of embracing it. Why make a fool of yourself? How do you expect people to like you if you're acting like yourself? Think to yourself that your own personality, hobbies, and interests are unworthy of love. Be afraid of hate. Be afraid that people might not like you. Always desire the love of other people, as it doesn't feel good to be disliked. If you want to do something, but you know other people might make fun of you for it, don't do it. Live your entire life worrying what other people might say or what other people might think. Live an artificial life. Never allow yourself to truly live and experience your own life. Always expect something in return for your actions. Never do anything from the bottom of your heart or with good intentions. Limit your freedom with expectation. Take things for granted. Stop yourself from that random act of kindness. You don't gain anything from it, so why should you do it? After all, in this dog-eat-dog world of a system, selflessness is a sign of weakness, a vulnerability to those who understand the game. Why bother lending a helping hand when you know no one else would do the same for you? Be an embodiment of an outcome, not an embodiment of life itself. Dictate yourself on the consequences of your actions instead of being present enough to express yourself. Become victims to the outcome. You want something so bad, and you start attributing this desire to who you are, allowing that something to become you, rather than being an expression of what you desire. Attach yourself to these expectations, these worldly desires, because what better is there to do than to take for yourself? Focus on what you don't have and not what you currently own. Spoil what you have now with what you desire, but desire as big as you can so you can really diminish all the pleasant things you own. Your happiness relies on materialistic matters. You'd only be happy if you had those trendy designer clothes or that shiny new car or simply just more money. Don't believe that money doesn't buy happiness. What do those rich guys know? I mean, why wouldn't you be happy if you could buy whatever you want? If only your parents would stop being so stingy and just buy you that new car you wanted. If only you were born into a rich family. If only you had more things to fill your life with. After successfully following these steps, you notice a change. Your life, once filled with sunshines and rainbows, now miserably turned dull and gray as you desperately try to go back to once was. As you wander aimlessly through the weeks, searching for fulfillment in all the wrong places, you realize that all of your life choices have led you to this moment. Your pursuit for materialistic gain has left you empty-handed. The people whom you desperately tried to please with your actions are now gone. Anything positive you had in your life you took for granted, what once brought excitement and joy has now become mere distractions from the emptiness in your soul. Your temporary happiness now feels like a distant memory, overshadowed by permanent regret. One thought fills your mind: I wish things were different. Many believe that they are only given one shot at living inside the body they currently live in, so they yearn to make the most of it while they're still here. Yet, in pursuit for a regret-free life, they often find themselves stuck in this cycle of, well, ironically, regret. They're taught to seize every opportunity of excitement or pleasure, prioritizing their own gains above all else. But it's with this practice that inadvertently sacrifices the essence of what it means to truly live, which is a life of empathy, compassion, selflessness, a life filled with love. One thing that pains me the most is seeing other people measure their entire worth solely by external standards, whether it's the size of their bank account or the number of things they possess. They say things like, so-and-so said that they didn't like the way that they dress, or they didn't like the things they loved. It doesn't matter. They fail to recognize the richness of their life. You know, the richness in life's experiences, the beauty of human connection, the impact of their kindness. They're spoiling themselves, they really are. And what they love to say is that it's too late to change. I'm not gonna stop doing this and that, 'cause I'm far too deep in it already. No, it's not too late. You're literally 16. They're caught in this cycle, this loop, convincing themselves that change is impossible, that they've practiced these habits for far too long to break free. But that's the thing, you didn't just do it once and suddenly you couldn't stop. You've practiced getting into the habit. Now you just need to practice getting out. Now I know I got a little sidetracked and off track, but my main point is to just love, you know? It hurts no one to love or to show love. There's nothing cringe or weird about, telling your friends that, or like doing things that show that you love them, and there's nothing cringe about receiving that love either. When you receive love, like, be grateful and thank them for it. Thank whoever showed or gave you that love, that you really do appreciate it. And lastly, just lock in. Care about yourself. Care about your health. Care about your body. Care about the person that your mama raised. Once you start to care for yourself, your being, that care, that love will then be projected onto other people. People you care about. And there's no greater feeling than love. Pure, blissful love. While others like to say life is like a roller coaster, what I'd like for you to take away from this is that life is more like a really big shit. Slow, painful, and extremely unpleasant. Well, unless you're gay. But there's nothing more satisfying than the feeling you get once it's finally out. After all, no matter how much you stuff your face, no matter how many restaurants you attend, you always head back to the toilet for one more slow, painful, yet exhilarating journey. So spread love wherever you go. Smile whenever you can, and remember to keep loving and to keep shitting. See ya.
This is me talking when I find a pipsqueak. Hey, pipsqueak, you better back off. You know you're barking up the wrong tree here. This is me when I see a hot lady. Hey, my lady, how do you do? I'm here at your service. And this is me when I moan. Oh, yeah. Listen to that on 2 times speed. Wait, no, I should have said that at the beginning.